I want to share with you today all of the secrets that I learned in 2020 on how to get results with YouTube. And frankly, it's not been easy. It's been kind of a roller coaster ride of where I just uploaded a video, got 10,000 views overnight, 100 comments. People on social media were contacting me like, yo, I saw your video on YouTube. It's crazy. There's a video about Grant Cardone and the Cardone, Frank Kern controversy. And, why did that video do so much better than any other video? So we're going to take a look at that in our stats and kind of review it now that we've had some time. This is kind of like our YouTube channel review for the year for 2020. What happened, what was good, what was bad, and what I recommend you do if you have a YouTube channel that's kind of struggling. If you're getting less than 10,000 views a month, you're going to want to watch this video in full. Okay, let me switch my screen here. And boom, you should be able to see my channel dashboard. Currently, I only have 3,000 subscribers, but in some days, I've gotten over 10,000 views in a day. I've gotten something like 500,000 views on this channel. You don't need a heck of a lot of subscribers to do that. Now, fortunately for me, is I don't rely on YouTube as my main source of income by any means, right? So we have courses, we have email lists, we have clients I have operating with other channels, right? And other businesses. So this is not my main, because this is bad. Like $19 this past 28 days, I mean, $19, it's not really going to be something to brag about, right? But some of the top YouTubers right now in the make money niche make over $8,000 per month. It's 8,000. Meet Kevin's something doing like 20 to 30,000 per month. Graham Stephan somewhere around 30,000 a month just on YouTube ads. They get paid 45% on the spending. So if someone runs an ad on your channel, you get 45% of what they paid for that ad. And then the rest goes to YouTube, which is mostly for hosting and the little bit of profit they will take, obviously, and then reinvest it in other Google products, most likely. So Google was smart to buy YouTube back in the day, and now we're here. And so this is interesting. So we take a look at the videos, analytics. We're going to take a look at what's the most popular videos for the year. Why? Now, what's the best way of doing this? Let's do for the year 2020. So for the year, I got 30,000 views, estimated revenues of somewhere around $440. So I'll probably end up close to $500 for the year. And only gained 174 subscribers. So not too good, not too good. But why did we get all those views? And then last year we gained more subscribers and around the same amount of views. So last year the views were coming just from like product launch. We had a product launch of YouTube ads for local, YouTube ads formula. And then you'll see here, if you take a look at this number, at this graph, I'll make it bigger. We had that big spike right here. This big spike was the Grant Cardone spike. The Grant Cardone spike video. And I don't know if it shows it right here. I delisted it now. Grant Cardone says we should reset the financial system. I don't know if that was a follow-up video or not, but that was the Grant Cardone hype right at the beginning of COVID. And then we had a little bit of spikes here, and this was the Nicola videos. So all those videos got like 2,000, 1,000 views. That 10,000 in a matter of a day. I'm like, wow. Actually, maybe like 2 days. So why was that the case? Why did one video do so well and then most of my videos don't get any traction or any type of reach? We take a look at reach on here. So for 2020, I was able to get 240,000 impressions. It was up a lot from the year before. That's not bad. But what happened? My views were down. Why were my views down? The impression, click-through rate. So basically, I was getting more views on YouTube, but less people clicking through. So that 5.9 click-through rate is really important. It shows YouTube, are they going to search? Are they going to recommend your videos? So if someone's watching a Grant Cardone video, are they going to recommend my Grant Cardone video on the right side? if that click-through rate's low, it's not going to happen. So last year, 2019, my click-through rate was really bad. And my impressions, 100,000, 21% from YouTube recommending my content. So not good, right? And then this past year, we had much better results, much more views from YouTube recommending. So for free, this is free traffic from YouTube. They recommended a good amount of my impressions, something like almost like 100,000. So the amount of views I got or impressions I got last year, 2019, equals the amount of free traffic I got from YouTube this year. And frankly, I didn't barely upload any videos, right? So this is amazing. I've already done so much better this year on YouTube. And that's why I'm going over and now setting up my strategy for 2021. And so number one, you have to ride trends. Number one reason I did so much better this year when it comes to YouTube recommending content is I followed the trends. What was the hot trend? Nicola, Grant Cardone. It was like right that week. If I didn't push out that content like that day, if I did it like a week later, made the video a week or 2 weeks later, I probably wouldn't have gotten any traffic. But because I was riding this trend, I got the traffic really quickly, but then the story died down. So it was like a news cycle. And so if you're going after like the news, you're creating a news-worthy item on your YouTube channel, you can ride that wave and get some subscribers and make a good amount of money. I made $200 on that Grant Cardone video just on the AdSense. You know, it doesn't count subscribers and them purchasing products from me or becoming a client, right? And so that's my really the biggest takeaway is riding trends, knowing what's popular in your niche. The second thing is you're going to have to look at other channels. So I look at the Grant Cardone channel. I look at Graham Stephan. I look at Meet Kevin. In 2020, Meet Kevin made most of his money. Most of his traffic was coming from the stimulus check video. So he's in the personal finance and real estate niche with YouTube. And he's making most of his money talking about stimulus checks. When's the $1,200 coming? He's pushing out 5 videos per day at some points. Insane. So if we take a look at my year, why did the Grant Cardone video do so much better than every other video? That's what I want to ask. Take a look. I got 100 subscribers from that, which is not bad because it wasn't a really polished video. It wasn't scripted. It wasn't really well done at all. But why did it do so well? Look at the click-through rate, 8.5%. So my average, for the year was 5.9%. But the Grant Cardone video was much higher. So if you're serving up a much better click-through rate and the watch time is over 40%, which I think it is here, watch time 42%. And there you go. That's the reason. Whereas like the next video, only, is that right? 5% watch time. So look at this. Less watch time? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, this is the percentage of all videos. So don't look at that number. But yeah, this is basically half of my results from YouTube this year was from one video. So I got most of my subscribers, most of my watch time, most of my ad revenues, all from that Grant Cardone video. So what does it also teach us? That if it bleeds, it leads. So as the news does, and whether it's Fox or CNN or any of these outlets, InfoWars is so good at this, is right. They lead with something that's like, oh, the end of the world is here. The end of the world is here. Why is CoffeeZilla and these other make money online channels are, saying like scam alert, scam alert. They're leading with a negative thing, right? And people are flocking towards that because unfortunately, as of today, I mean, news that's negative far outweighs news that is positive when it comes to views, right? If it bleeds, it leads. So that's the second thing I learned with YouTube this year. Number one, follow the trends, ride the trends. And there's a great video on this. You want to take a look at. I don't know if I have it here, but it's all about riding the trends on YouTube. And so the second, if it bleeds, it leads. That's the second thing I learned. Breaking Trevor Milton out of Nicola. So again, it's like this negative thing, controversy. If you want to create some kind of controversy, and like Logan Paul, Jake Paul did this so well over the years, and other YouTubers as well. But CoffeeZilla is a good example in the make money online niche, creating controversy and attacking people that sell products in our niche. So that's really good. My other videos that did well, hyperinflation coming in 2020. So again, like all these top ones, you know, they're all like pretty shocking. You gotta shock and awe. The only one that did pretty consistently well that's not shock and awe is the $100 free Google Ads voucher coupon. It's because something, you know, that people ask about this all the time. So this is a pretty steady video where it has a really high click-through rate. And so if you can notice, my videos that are getting traction and getting traffic, yeah, this Upwork one is getting traffic as well. This is at 7.4. So that shows me number 3 is you got to get your click-through rate above 6%. Right now, mine's at 5.9 for this year, and hopefully next year I'll be above 8%. I mean, I hope. But the videos that will take off are most likely going to be over 8% click-through rate. If you can get over 10, you know you might have a winner. And finally, the last thing, number 4, is you can't really master this stuff unless you actually go ahead and do it. I mean, make a challenge to yourself. Make a video every day for the next 90 days. Or just do it, say, every Monday. Make a schedule, stick to it no matter what, no matter how bad it is, no matter if you don't have the equipment like I have here. If you do it consistently, you'll start seeing this data in your back end, and you'll start just learning the process. So it's more of a long-term game for sure with organic traffic. So those are my 4 takeaways from doing YouTube in 2020. We'll do a separate video about YouTube ads in 2020, I'm sure. See you guys in the next one. Make sure to like and subscribe.